Welcome to Tech Blueprint, a window that lets you know the latest technology news in the world. You may think that China is buying lithography machines crazily to make chips crazily. Wrong. The real strategy makes American experts sweat. 257 lithography machines of ASML Company of the Netherlands were moved away by China, spending $750 billion. But strangely, these high-priced equipment were not turned on immediately after entering the factory, but were dismantled into parts by engineers on the spot. Screws, lenses, lasers filled the laboratory. American chip expert Miller urgently warned, "The Chinese don't care about making a few nanometer chips today, they are betting on a super future." Huawei's ruthless move of dismantling the old DUV lithography machine to make a 7 nanometers Kirin chip is just an appetizer. What's more amazing is that the disassembly report shows that for every machine disassembled, China's lithography machine patents soared by 128%, and the lens error of Shanghai Microelectronics' 28-nanometer lithography machine has been reduced to 0.12 nanometers. ASML engineers privately admitted, China's 20 years of achievements, they dismantled it in 5 years. China's action of buying lithography machines is so crazy that the global chip industry is shocked. In 2023, the total amount of imported lithography machines soared to nearly 60 billion yuan, a 1,000% increase from 2022. The truth about the sales data of ASML in the Netherlands leaked. Chinese buyers snapped up 257 devices in 3 years, including 31 EUV lithography machines that were strictly prohibited from export by the United States. Each of these devices cost an average of 3 billion yuan, equivalent to 2 Boeing 737 passenger planes. But after arriving at the Chinese factory, the first thing the engineers did was not to put it into production, but to dismantle it directly. Photos of the Shanghai Microelectronics laboratory leaked. The ground was full of precision lenses, vacuum chambers, laser emitters, and even ASML's special molybdenum silicon reflectors. Reverse engineering is a dangerous shortcut. American expert Chris Miller exclaimed in Chip Wars. The internal report he obtained showed that SMIC engineers cracked the dual-stage synchronization technology in just 14 months by dismantling a DUV lithography machine from the 1990s, with an error control within 0.8 nanometers. The 45 second-hand lithography machines that Huawei stockpiled in 2019 played a key role. Engineers discovered that a redundant design existed in an optical module of ASML equipment. By replacing the self-developed microreflector group, they used the old machine to achieve multiple exposures. In 2023, Huawei Mate 60 Pro equipped with Kirin 9000S was launched. An internal disassembly confirmed that the chip process reached 7 nanometers. The cost of disassembling and reverse deduction is far beyond imagination. The disassembly loss rate of a new DUV lithography machine reached 17%, and the value evaporated by 500 million. However, the patent application of Chinese companies exposed their strategic ambitions. Between 2020 and 2023, the number of lithography machine-related patents increased from 832 to 3,861, an increase of 400%. Among them, the patents of light source system increased the most. The efficiency of solid-state lasers developed by the Chinese Academy of Sciences reached 3.42%, which was only 1.58% away from the commercial standard. Shanghai Microelectronics became the biggest beneficiary. In 2022, the company's 90 nanometers lithography machine was mass-produced, and the localization rate of core components reached 79%. According to technical documents leaked in November 2023, its 28 nanometers lithography machine prototype has completed 6,500 hours of trouble-free testing, and the temperature fluctuation of the objective lens system is controlled at plus or minus 0.01 degrees Celsius. The U.S. Department of Commerce is anxious. In January 2024, new regulations require ASML to stop maintaining equipment sold to China, But this ban exposes a fatal loophole. Engineers found in a factory in Suzhou that the special screws embedded in the ASML lithography machine controller must be replaced every 5 years. The lack of original accessories means that these sky-high machines will be scrap metal in 5 years. Huawei's counterattack is faster than expected. In June 2024, its nano-imprint technology, NIL, production line was put into production in Suzhou. Unlike traditional lithography principles, this technology directly imprints circuits on wafers, circumventing the ASML technology system. Tape-out data shows that the production line can reduce the manufacturing cost of 7 nanometers chips by 52%, and the yield rate exceeds that of traditional processes. The disassembly storm has affected the global supply chain. ASML's supply chain director admitted that the number of inquiries from Chinese engineers to parts suppliers has increased by 380% in 2 years. Japanese suppliers received a strange order. A Zhejiang company requested to purchase vacuum valves for lithography machines separately, and the quantity was enough to assemble 42 new machines. Micron Technology cried out. The Q2 2024 financial report showed that its gross profit margin plummeted to 18% due to the halving of the flash memory chip prices of China's Yangtze Memory. Samsung is even more tragic. The display driver chip market, which was originally monopolized, was torn open by Chinese manufacturers using reverse-modified second-hand lithography machines, and the unit price of related products collapsed from $8 to $1.70. ASML is divided internally. 3 former employees revealed to Reuters that the Chinese team privately retained the complete electronic version of the equipment maintenance manual. When the Dutch headquarters urgently banned it, Huawei had built a lithography machine maintenance center in Shenzhen, and the inventory of accessories could support 10 years of operation. The most shocking scene took place in the laboratory of Harbin Institute of Technology. The video in April 2024 shows that the researchers connected the disassembled EUV light source module to the domestic control system and successfully etched a 13.5 nanometer precision line width on the silicon wafer. Although the volume of the whole system is equivalent to that of a container, the experimental parameters show that its accuracy is 73% of the commercial-grade standard. Miller's team tracked the amazing conclusion. For each lithography machine disassembled by Chinese companies, an average of 18 patent improvements and 11 new suppliers were derived. For example, a local company analyzed the cooling pipe structure of ASML equipment and developed a superconducting copper tube with a 30-fold increase in temperature difference control accuracy, which is now used in domestic lithography production lines. China taught them to dance by hand. A former ASML engineer sighed anonymously. After a vacuum seal ring he participated in designing was disassembled by a Chinese company, a more durable ceramic composite material formula was reversely derived, which has been used in domestic 28 nanometer lithography machines. The lithography machine maintenance workshop has become a technical classroom. The training materials circulated in a certain foundry in Suzhou show that engineers must disassemble and assemble 300 core components before they can take up their posts. Each lithography machine maintenance process generates thousands of pages of analysis reports, including key data such as parts, wear curves, and mechanical arm vibration spectrum. Industry reshuffle is ongoing. ASML's latest financial report shows that China's orders will plummet from 41% to 6% in 2024. But this data conceals a key fact. Chinese customs records show that the number of imported second-hand lithography machines in the first half of 2024 surged by 280%, mainly from chip factories in South Korea and Taiwan that eliminated equipment. The latest warning from American experts is even more powerless. When the Chinese dismantled the ASML equipment to only the nuts, it was the beginning of their attack. Miller threw out key evidence at a congressional hearing. The magnetic levitation guide rail system developed after dismantling a 2015 lithography machine has been used in a certain type of hypersonic missile navigation component.